Okay, now we're going to talk about our IEW writing for week 16 and essentials. And we're moving on to a new unit, which is Unit 7, Inventive Writing. Used to be called back in the day Creative Writing. This is where there is no source text, there is no picture for the students to look at to draw out information or to make up a keyword outline from. This is all up here. So the example in the U.S. history-based writing book is really a good one. There is a prompt on page 198 about your hopes and dreams for the future. So this would leave you open to a lot of ideas for topics because in this unit for this week we are writing 2 topic paragraphs about from a prompt. And I personally will be using this hopes and dreams prompt because it leaves you open for a lot of ideas and questions to ask about that rather than something so specific that it's hard to pull ideas from your little one's brains. So basically this week you're going to keyword outline 2 topic paragraphs, okay? A topic from the prompt. For example, if you're using the hopes and dreams for the future, you'll just simply pull 2 hopes or dreams that your kiddos have for what they want to do as they grow up. Maybe a job, traveling, where they would want to live, what kind of family would they want to have, things like this. So the key to keyword outlining these 2 topics, the key is asking questions. So you're going to want to ask all the questions: who, what, when, where, how, why, when, what are you thinking and feeling. If you've chosen travel for one of your hopes and dreams, what are some things you want to see? How do you feel how would you feel when you see the Eiffel Tower or the pyramids of Giza, or how does that make you feel, or what are you thinking? So again, just emphasizing the key is asking lots of questions. So your keyword outline will look similar to this. If you have the teacher's guide of the U.S. history-based writing, they'll look similar to this. So you have your topic A, topic B, and your keyword outlining. We usually never make it to 7. We usually stop at 5, and that's fine if you want to do that. This has 7. So again, you'll do your topic, keyword outline. My hope for the future is to travel the American parks. That was this child's hope. So then once you have that hope down, that topic, you're going to just start asking questions. What parks do you want to see? What do you hope to see in the parks? How do you feel when you see God's creation? All kinds of things like that. So the other questions would be, what do you want to see? Who will travel with you when you go see these parks? Who do you want to come along? So that should give you sufficient lines for your keyword outline for that topic. Now, for this other one, your second hope or dream, this child wants to be an elementary teacher. Again, you go back to your questions list. Why is a good question. Why do you want to be a teacher? How are you going to become a teacher? Where do you want to teach? What kind of classes do you want to have? Do you want them to be online classes, or do you want them to be in person? Do you want to teach at a CC co-op or in another kind of school? And how would teaching make you feel? What are you thinking? Do you think it's difficult to be a teacher? If yes, what makes it difficult? If no, great. So this is, again, an example of what your keyword outline would look like for your 2 topics. So you just need 2 topics this week, and you're going to write 2 paragraphs. And we're going to next week add to those paragraphs an introduction and conclusion. But this week, you're just writing 2 body paragraphs. So this is also where we start moving into how to create an introduction and a conclusion. Again, notice here too, on each of your topics, your keyword outlines, you have a clincher. So when you're writing, you want to add that clincher in, which reuses 2 to 3 keywords from your topic sentence to wrap up your paragraph. Okay, so that is our writing. It's inventive writing. The TWSS does a good job explaining it. So does the U.S. History-based book. It doesn't matter what edition you have. The inventive writing is in the previous edition as well. So let's see. Anything else about our writing? Now let's see what we're going to put into our writing. Let's see. Okay, last week we did a bibliography. We talked about that specifically for our Faces of History. This week, the stylistic technique is just body paragraphs, what I just described. So there's nothing to add to those paragraphs as far as a dress up or a technique is concerned. You're simply working on a body paragraph. The dogs have seen something. So anyway, that should do it. And again, please call me if you have any questions. But the key to this week's writing is asking lots of questions. There's no source text. There's some good ideas in the TWSS as well as the U.S. history-based book. So call me if you need me. Email me if you have anything that you want to ask. And enjoy writing this week. Thanks.